Orchard Park, New York. Too often under former coach Rex Ryan, the Buffalo Bills folded under the pressure of close games. Despite playing down at times Sunday to the level of their opponent, the Bills showed improved mental toughness in first-year coach Sean McDermott's debut by closing out a 21-12 win over the New York Jets with a strong second-half performance. Buffalo scored back-to-back touchdowns and then intercepted Josh McCown twice to seal the win. What it means: the win gave the Bills sole possession of first place in the AFC East after New England's loss and the postponement of Miami's opener. The division lead is an unexpected early victory for Sean McDermott, but as he said Friday, it is not an accomplishment that will be on the minds of Buffalo's players or coaches. Buffalo still has much to prove after beating the lowly Jets. It is too early to say the Bills will be better than where most projected them to finish this season. This was a victory many predicted. What I liked, stop me if you have heard this before. LeSean McCoy was the engine of the offense. For a third consecutive season, McCoy is the most important player for an offense that was inconsistent in moving the ball through the air Sunday. While McCoy was sometimes bottled up at the line, he finished the game with 159 total yards, 110 rushing, 49 receiving. He took himself out of the game after a 3-yard run near the goal line early in the fourth quarter, appearing to be in significant pain on the sideline. He later was cleared to return after what was announced as a wrist injury. Disaster averted for Buffalo. What I didn't like, it was a mixed bag for quarterback Tyrod Taylor and the Bills' passing offense as a whole. Taylor's first half was worse than his second half. He completed 11 of 19 passes in the first 2 quarters for 132 yards, 1 touchdown and a goal line interception that helped keep the game close. Overall, Taylor seemed more comfortable throwing to tight end Charles Clay than receivers Jordan Matthews, Zay Jones or Andre Holmes, all newcomers this season. Clay had 9 targets while Buffalo's wide receivers totaled 8 targets. Taylor's chemistry with receivers might take time to develop. Fantasy fallout: McCoy fantasy owners should be happy about his big day, but it could have been much bigger. The Bills used McCoy only sparingly in the red zone, replacing him at times with burly backup Mike Tolbert. After McCoy hurt his wrist, Tolbert entered the game and scored a 1-yard touchdown. Taylor also tossed a pair of 1-yard touchdown passes to Clay and Holmes that prevented McCoy's fantasy owners from potential picking up points for a rushing touchdown. Bills run defense dominant: the Bills' starting defense was dominant in the preseason, allowing only 9 points in 16 opponent possessions. They continued to look stout Sunday, especially against the Jets' rushing attack. New York managed only 38 rushing yards on 15 attempts. With Bilal Powell and Matt Forte both ineffective, the Jets were forced to center their offense around McCown, who attempted 39 passes. That is not a winning formula for the Jets, which is a victory for Buffalo's defense. What's next? The Bills, 1-0, hit the road next weekend to play the Carolina Panthers. The game will be a homecoming for McDermott, who spent the past 6 seasons as Carolina's defensive coordinator, as well as first-year general manager Brandon Beane, who spent the past 19 seasons in various front office roles for the Panthers.